Hey guys, welcome back to the set between ZF and February Stars. That is Golden Sun. It is CALLOUS Invitational 3, Round 2 Winners Bracket. And this is Game 2, of course. February Stars on the bad end of a freeze and a crit that he was less than thrilled about in the first game, and he conceded relatively early on. So ZF with a 1-0 lead. Here's the second game between them, and I will switch sides for continuity. So Golden Sun again on the bottom, ZF on the top. Different leads this time, a T-Tar and a Skarm respectively. Spikes and Focus Punch. Immediate critical hit for Golden Sun, 87% on that. And here's another Focus Punch. This one's going to connect with Claydol, who of course with the Psychic typing will resist that. Earthquake 47%. And he changes it up to Hidden Power, which, based on that damage, has got to be Bug. I cannot imagine that's Grass. And now Zapdos comes in on an Earthquake, so pretty good start for Golden Sun. Pretty good damage on two different Pokemon with not a lot to show for it in exchange for ZF, who is opting again for a very safe, sturdy Skarm Bliss kind of team. He also has Skarm Mag here, as we find out. Thunderbolt heavy damage here, but he gets Whirlwinded out. There is one layer down, and that was not a good Whirlwind. Skarm is probably one of the things that ZF would have wanted to get roared out. He gets free lefties there, and he's not threatened by the other Skarm. ZF goes right back to Mag. He has lefties on his Magneton of note, but he gets out of the way of Gengar, who could have something like Fire Punch here. Turns out it is Hypnosis, which will connect with Bliss on the way in. But the only follow-up is Thunderbolt. Doesn't have Focus Punch. If he has Boom, he doesn't go for that. I'm not necessarily sure that he should go for that. Now he goes Focus Punch, hoping Blissey stays in, which she does, but what a terrible turn for Golden Sun. Not only does Blissey wake, which she very well may not have, but she also gets the freeze, and Golden Sun is not happy. I think he's still rattled from the previous game. Based on his response to that turn, he seems a bit tilty right now, and that is not promising for him. If he keeps his head in it, I think he's fine. I mean, this game is still anybody's. If anything, maybe Golden Sun's a little bit ahead because of all the damage on ZF's pokes, but it's going to be an incorrect prediction here from Golden Sun, going Earthquake and missing on the incoming Skarm. Does switch it up now to Meteor Mash, 18%. Skarm may or may not live another. Turns out he does not as the Meteor Mash connects. So 2 layers of spikes did get down, but the Skarm is gone, and Golden Sun has the lead. Gengar is the last poke, and that's going to prompt the last poke out for Golden Sun, a Jolteon, hoping to come into a Thunderbolt, but he doesn't. He gets burnt instead with Will-O-Wisp. Full teams revealed for both. Here's Skarm, and here's Bliss. See if Golden Sun can take advantage of this. Bliss is at 62% after lefties. Mag again comes right in on the Skarm. And there's layer number 2 of spikes, but that will mean the end of the Skarmory for Golden Sun, bringing us to a tie as both players have Skarm down. We now have ourselves a 5-5. Here's Metagross on the bad end of a Hidden Power Fire. And there is the Earthquake knockout. Golden Sun again takes the lead. It is now 5-4. Here's Gengar threatening a revenge kill. Metagross might actually live basically anything other than a Hidden Power Fire there. It is tempting to try to stay in there. Will-O-Wisp, of course, would have been crippling, and Jolteon comes in on that instead. He goes for Roar now. Nice little play. Got to get additional spikes damage on something. Something turns out to be Blissey here. She's down to 45%. Meta tries to sneak in on her on a soft boiled turn. Does so successfully. Golden Sun now with an opportunity to punish something should he make a correct prediction. There's a big 50% Meteor Mash. S-Toss will be survived. ZF now has to make the right call or something's going to be severely hurt. But February Stars over-predicts and goes Earthquake, thinking Jirachi is going to switch, and he is wrong. He will lose the Metagross. However, Blissey is now essentially dead as well. ZF will not mess around and try to get rid of those spikes and heal the Blissey later. He's going to let it go. Zapdos gets the revenge kill. We've got ourselves a 4-3. Rachi comes in. Here's Wish. February Stars is going to be fishing for a crit or a para. Going to not waste the Thunderbolt there by simply going Hidden Power. That also prevents the Wish from being passed to Claydol, so I get why he did that. And he's now back to Thunderbolting. 46% this time. A crit would have killed, but it did not come. There's the Wish, the Protect, and Zapdos knows that the Protect is coming, so takes the opportunity to agility up. He is now faster than the Gengar, should that matchup occur. There's Thunderbolt again, and Wish again. Is ZF trying to stall him out of Thunderbolts here? There's another Thunderbolt, and there is a Psychic. So ZF does actually attack at some point, and we've not seen the last move. Just Wish, Protect, Psychic. One unrevealed move. Golden Sun again opting for Thunderbolt. This time it'll be protected against. He's been fishing this whole time for a crit or a para. Neither one has come. Zapdos will die to 2 Psychics, can live another non-crit Psychic whenever ZF decides to do that, but the Jirachi has stayed very healthy throughout this whole process. Wish Protect combo plus lefties through the sand is really getting it done for him. Jirachi's at almost 100%. In fact, if he protects on this turn, he will be at 100%. But no, he'll eat another Thunderbolt in exchange for a Psychic. And Rachi instead is going to end up at 71%, 72 rather, whereas Zapdos is 1 Psychic away from dying. Golden Sun has not been able to find the Thunderbolt crit or para that he's been looking for and has had many opportunities to get, but it has not come. And again, Rachi sits in there comfy and gets the Wish off. This time combos it with Protect, and he's going to be all the way up to 95% after, 96% rather, god damn it, after the lefties kick in. Thunderbolt and Wish, respectively. Golden Sun cannot catch a break. He's had a lot of opportunities. I don't know how many Thunderbolts ultimately ended up hitting the Jirachi there, but he had a lot of chances to find a crit or a para that just did not come. However, he sneaks T-Tyrant on Psychic, which is great, but then he fails to make the right prediction there. He could have killed the Claydol had he gone for HP Bug or maybe even Focus Punch, but he's unable to do that. Rapid Spin gets off instead. There are no more spikes. Granted, only the Jirachi is weak to the spikes out of what's remaining for ZF. And February Stars again makes the wrong prediction. That's a second opportunity to punish the Claydol that he's not able to capitalize on because he does not make the right move. He now Metal Sounds the Rachi, which again connects. Gengar comes in this time, out-predicted by ZF once again. This time he goes Hidden Power trying to hit the Claydol, and instead he finds the Gengar. Of note, that is not resisted by the Gengar, so that's HP Ice, not HP Grass. Doesn't matter a lot given what is left, but it is something to note if you're curious about the team. Gengar does get the kill on his frozen counterpart. Remember, it was frozen long ago by Blissey. And wow, that is just going to be a concession from a clearly frustrated Golden Sun. Definitely tilted with the way this series went. This game, I don't think, was egregiously hacksy. Yes, there was that one crappy turn where Blissey woke up exactly when it needed to, and it froze the Gengar. That sucked for sure, because otherwise the Bliss would have eaten a big Focus Punch, the Gengar would not be damaged or frozen, and who knows what could have happened from there. Golden Sun maybe goes on to win the game. But I don't think you can blame this game on hacks. Even with the hacks that occurred, even with the way that it actually played out, it felt to me like Golden Sun still had chances. It felt to me like there were a couple turns, like even at the end there, we just saw he could have killed the Claydol twice, and he was simply out-predicted by ZF, lost the mind games, whatever you want to call it, whereas if Golden Sun had made a different move, he could have killed the Claydol, and who knows what could have happened from there. So I think this game, even with that crappy Blissey Gengar sequence, could have still gone Golden Sun's way, and I definitely believe that he played this game on tilt. It is what it is. The result is going to stand, as it should. ZF is going to start out 2-0 in this tournament, which is great, against two strong players, too, Fakes and Golden Sun. And then February Stars is going to drop down to 1-1 into the lower bracket, but he's a very dangerous player. If he can keep his head in it, not tilt, and just do his thing, he is very, very dangerous and is very capable of making a run in that lower bracket, so we'll see if he does that. In the meantime, guys, if you enjoyed it, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up on the video, and please consider subscribing to the channel if you've not already done so. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time.